Hello dear student, I welcome you all in highway engineering subject and the subject code is 1615504. Today we are going to see unit number 5, that is traffic engineering. In that, this is lecture number 1. Myself Daniel Swami, I am lecturer of civil department, Gems Polytechnic College, Aurangabad, Bihar. Let us see the content of the lecture. Today we will study about traffic volume study. In that we will see the introduction part, traffic volume study method, importance of traffic volume study measures. Let us discuss about these 4 topics in detail. First of all, we will see the introduction part of traffic volume. Traffic volume is number of vehicle passing a specified reference point on road section within a specified period of time. That is, time period varies from 15 minutes to year. The data may include directional movement, vehicle classification and pedestrian ages. Typical units are vehicle per hour, that is hourly traffic, then vehicle per day, that is daily traffic, and then vehicle per year, that is annual traffic. According to this only we can calculate the traffic volume on the road and number of vehicle passing through the reference point on the road, from where we can calculate the vehicle per hour or vehicle per day or vehicle per year. That is hourly traffic we can calculate, daily traffic we can calculate, and annually traffic we can calculate. Next is traffic volume study method. First is manual method, then is automatic method. In manual method, one or more person manually counting observation vehicles using manual data collection or using a counter, that is single or multi-gang tally counter, small sample, then time period less than 1 day, which means that this manually can be done, as we have seen in road that they will cut challan and give. According to that we can also count the number of vehicles passing from that reference point. Or if we see in toll tax, the number of vehicles, if we are getting the challan, according to that also we can observe that, or some gang member sitting in the reference point, some people of gang sitting in a roadside area, they can also give challan and count the number of traffic volumes. Okay, and these small samples shows that how much number of vehicles passed in a day, or hourly traffic we can measure, or daily traffic, or annually traffic is little bit difficult in manually method, but it will but if we want to see hourly traffic or daily traffic, that can be seen in manual method, and time period less than 1 day. Manually method is used for time period less than 1 day, that we can calculate for hourly, because in night time or sometimes there will be human needs a rest time, so that time it cannot be counted, because they should have different shift, then only it will be calculated for daytime, so that it should be less time period for a day. And if it would be suppose 6 hours or 3 hours, that can be easily calculated by manually method. Next is automatic method, that is consisting of 2 parts, a detecting device and a counting that laying on a road surface or subsurface, and recording device. A larger sample, time period more than 1 day, type of traffic detected, pneumatic detector, radar detector. These are some of the detector used in automatic method, and this automatic method will calculate the this detecting method will be used for counting to detect the vehicles is passing, and counting which is laid in the surface or subsurface of the road, that will count the number of vehicles which is passed on road. And in this automatic method we can calculate a large sample or large amount of we can calculate for monthly traffic, or we can calculate for yearly traffic also, as well as the time period which we use for automatic method can be more than one. As we know, it is automatic. There will be no human pressure. Machine automatically it will calculate how much traffic or how much vehicles are passing in hour or daily basis or yearly basis. And type of traffic will be detected. That means yeah, they can also detect high load vehicles, low load vehicles, lighter vehicles. As we are getting the license, according to that also they can calculate these lighter vehicles, or they and now the vehicle which pass is heavier vehicle, according to that. And the detector which is used in automatic method is pneumatic detector and radar detector. You can understand. Next is volume traffic studying method, that is automatic method, and in the detector which is used as pneumatic detector and radar detector. As you can see, this is pneumatic detector and this is radar detector. Pneumatic detector will be laid on the surface of the pavement, and radar detector will be hanged on the pole, or where the street lights will be. According to that, radar detector will detect the vehicle passing through the road. Next is important of traffic volume study. We should know, we should always know what we are studying. Suppose if we are studying a civil engineer, what is importance of civil engineer? So everything importance, if you know, then only you will know the value of the things or subject or people. Okay, first of all, to establish relative importance of any route or a road facility, that traffic volume study tells about establishing the relative importance of any route to to decide the priority for improvement and expansion of a road, and to allot the fund accordingly. And according to the traffic volume, we can allot the funds for the improvement and the expansion of the roads or payments, to plan and design the existing and new facilities of traffic operation on road. And we can plan new ideas for development of our nation by developing the road payments. And if we develop the road payments, then it will develop our country also. To make analyze the traffic pattern and trends on the roads, we should make analysis of traffic pattern. It what is it is square pattern or grid pattern or star pattern or circular pattern. According to the pattern, we can go for the planning and designing of the existing roads or existing roads or pavement. And otherwise we can change the trend of that road pattern also. To do a structural design of pavement and geometrical design of road by classifying the traffic volume study, we should study the traffic volume study, then only we should do the structural design of pavement, and then only we should do the geometrical design of road. Because if suppose the number of vehicle running on a road is very less, and if we are extending the road or making that road at a height, and if we are using large amount of fund, that will be ruined, because that will be wasted. And so that we should design a pavement and geometrical design of road, it is classified based on the traffic volume study. You can understand. Next is to plan one-way street and other regular measures by volume distribution study. To do design of road intersection, planning signal time, and channelizing by turning movement study. These all are, if you study a traffic volume study, then we can channelize, or we can do one-way street, or we can extend the street, or we can plan the planning signal time. And according to traffic volume, if we plan, there will be no accidents taking place. And if we plan the signal timing, then there will be no traffic on that lane. So according to traffic volume study, we can do these things. Okay, to do planning on sidewalk, crosswalk, or pedestrian signal or pedestrian volume study. This also should be done, because if there is number of vehicle running on a pavement, then if we want to bypass that road, we should not bypass the road or cross the road from the road. We should give the bypass of road, or we should give subways for that road to cross the payment. And this should be done accordingly, and it can only be done by studying a traffic volume study. To do the economical study after estimating the highway users and revenue, और इन दिस एवरीथिंग, और जो भी है ये ट्रैफिक वॉल्यूम स्टडी करने के बाद ही आप एस्टिमेट कर सकते हो कि हमको क्या चाहिए और कितना अमाउंट लगेगा, एंड अकॉर्डिंग टू दैट ओनली यू कैन यूज़ द अमाउंट एंड यू कैन एक्सटेंड दैट payment, or you can make subways or flyovers for the public facilities and signals. And this will this can be done only after traffic volume study. Next is traffic volume data presentation. The result of the study may present in the following format. In the summary of traffic flow table, pie chart to be shown proportion of a volume by type of vehicles. Pie chart will show the type of vehicles. Histogram and graphy, that is line graph, to illustrate traffic volume over time. That histogram or line graph, that will denote the traffic volume over a time. Intersection flow diagram, which will give the direction and the volume of all movement. Intersection flow diagram will give the direction and the volume of all movement. And these all things and these flow charts will be used in traffic volume for data presentation. Okay, you can understand. Daily volumes used to document annual trends in highway usage. That daily volumes can be used to document annually trends. That daily usage of payment can be seen. According to that, we can take the average and we can plan the purpose for how we have to plan. According to that, we can plan. Planning activities such as development freeway system or aerial street system, or selecting best route for a new facilities, means that we should plan according to that. If we see that daily volume of traffic, according to that we can understand we should make a plan active, and we should make a plan such as developing a freeway system or aerial street system, or it can be selected another best route or giving a bypass, so that there will be no traffic. Suppose we can see in Bihar normally there will be maximum traffic in main road. So nowadays, as our country is developing, they are providing bypass so that there will be no traffic in market area. The heavy vehicles which do not having any work in market, they can bypass, they can use the bypass road and cross that market, and they can go where they want to go. Okay, evaluate the present traffic flow. And if you study the traffic volume study, you will evaluate the present traffic flow, then compute the accident rate and establishment of traffic volume trends. And after studying of traffic volume, you will evaluate the presence of traffic flow on the pavement, as well as the accident rate. What is the accident rate on that present pavement in annually. If suppose if you are studying a traffic volume study for a single lane, you according to that lane you can see in annually traffic volume, you can see a number of accident caused in that lane, and you can establish a traffic volume trends. Okay, next is daily volumes. Daily volumes are 4 daily volumes parameter, that is average in annual daily traffic, that is AADT, annual average annual weekdays traffic, that is AAWT, annual daily traffic, that is ADT, and sorry, that is average weekdays traffic, that is AWT. This AADT and AAWT is average annual daily traffic and average annual weekly traffic. This ADT and AWT is average daily traffic and average weekday traffic. Okay. First of all, we will see see the explanation of AADT, that is annual average daily traffic. An average 24-hour traffic volume over a full year, 365 days, total yearly traffic volume divided by the number of the days in a year. That is, if suppose total number of traffic is 3,600 3,605, 30,605, then we should divide this by 365, that is numbers of day, and by this we can calculate how much traffic volume in a year, annual average of daily traffic on a payment, how much it is, how much it goes. Okay, accrued by doing survey work twice a year within 6-month interval. We should do a survey of 6-month interval. If we do 2 times in a year, then proper accuracy we can get. Okay. Next is average daily traffic, that is ADT. An average 24-hour traffic volume for same period of time is less than a year. Makes you measure for each and every month of a year or a day in a week or a day. Example, ADT is equal to total month volume, that vehicle, by total days in a month. Suppose in a month vehicle goes 3000, and suppose in a May month the vehicle goes 3000 in a month, then we should divide by 31, that is a total day in a month. That in May month there is 31 days, and number of vehicles went in May is 3000. Okay. Next is annual average weekly traffic, that is AAWT. The average 24-hour volume occurring on a weekdays over fully 365 days a year can be described as the number of vehicles passing through a point on a weekdays in a year divided by the number of weekdays. We should see the number of vehicles passing through a point on a weekdays, only on weekdays in a year, and we should divide by the number of the weekdays. How much suppose in a year around 72 weekdays they have crossed in that area. So according to the weekdays we should calculate the vehicle, and we will get the annual average weekly traffic. Okay. Next is average weekly traffic, that is AWT. The average 24-hour weekdays volume at given location over a defined time period less than 1 year, means in a 24-hour weekdays we can see a definite time or less than 1 year. Then how we can calculate AWT is, that is average weekly traffic, the total weekdays volume, that is vehicles going on weekdays, divided by number of weekdays in a month. That suppose if number of days in a month is suppose 4 week we have, and 4 week how much number of vehicles went, we can calculate as average week traffic. Okay. Next is traffic volume study measures, that is hourly volumes, useful in designing an operation analysis to determine the peak hours, to evaluate the capacity of deficiency, to establish the traffic control. So we can calculate according to PHF, that is peak hour factor, PHV, that is peak hour volume, and DHV, that is design hourly volume. Let us discuss about these three in detail. You will understand clearly. First is peak hour volume. Peak hour volume means at peak time how much vehicles, suppose time at let us see here, you will understand carefully. uh, PHV, that is peak hour volume, is a maximum number of vehicles that passing a point on a highway during a period of 1 hour. That the hour in a day, suppose 10 o'clock is a peak hour. In 10 o'clock there will be a maximum number of vehicles on the road at that reference point, that is known as peak point. Peak point is used for functional classification of highway and capacity analysis and design of geometric characteristics. These are the function used for, these are the thing used to calculate the peak hour volume. Okay. Next is peak hour factor. To determine the variation of traffic within an hour, uh, peak hour factor is measured the variability of demand during a peak hours, that is non-uniform of traffic condition. Then we can calculate the peak hour factor by V divided by 4 into V meter minute 15, that is V can be hourly volume and VM15 can be maximum 15-minute volume within a hour. Okay, that can calculate the peak hour factor. Next is design hour volume, that is DHV. Projected hour volume that used for designing represent the proportion of AADT occurring during the 30th peak hour of the year, and K factor is equal to DHV by AADT into 100, and according to this formula we can calculate the design hour volume. At last, the summary of this lecture is all about traffic volume. The traffic volume data, one of the most fundamental principle in all the traffic engineering, which analyze, design, plan, and operation. Traffic volume counts the count and perform either using manually or automated method. I have referred from online source SK Kannan book, Ritu publication book. Thank you for listening this lecture. If you have any doubt, you can clarify with me by messaging me or contacting with me. Thank you.